What's up?
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Okay, you childish. But we blew them out. Oh my gosh! I had my game today and we blew them out.
Oh yeah?
We going to the next part of the playoffs.
That's good.
It was like 44 to like 8.
40-48.
Yeah.
Man, how many points you score?
2. I'm sorry.
Who made all the points?
Who made all the points? Darius? Everybody made a lot of points, but Darius was going to his little goal that he had to make. But he wanted to be stingy. Oh, and Darrell wanted to be a ball hog and stuff.
How many times?
But I got like 1,000 rebounds.
How many times?
There's a cat right there.
How many times you shoot?
I'm sorry, Ma. Huh?
How many times you shoot?
How many times? Like, it's locked.
So you play. So they use you more for defense and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's good. 'Cause being playing defense is sometimes more important than offense.
Huh? I know.
Being the defensive player is sometimes more important than
But I
offense.
swatted the ball like 5 times. I got the ball. I gave like 1,000 rebounds.
How many fouls you give?
2.
That's good. 2 fouls.
It wasn't even fouls I actually did. The fouls I actually did, they didn't even call.
That's good.
Did it? I did.
Where you guys at?
Huh?
Where you at?
Home? I just got home.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta call you back. Because I'm getting my stuff.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Protesters filling Beverly Gardens Park in Beverly Hills angry over President Trump's visit to Southern California.
I'm just hoping to bring attention to people that thought he might be different. Well, he is different, but it's a horrible difference for our country.
Dozens turning out to make their voices heard. Most here opposing the president and his policies, saying he is not representing the people.
Since day one, he has policies that have left the people behind, the working class, the poor, people of color. So you could pick almost any policy that he has put forward. These are policies that are good business and have left the people behind.
A handful of Trump supporters showing up as well.
I haven't felt this way since Ronald Reagan about the economy. That's what I said. So, I mean, the economy's coming back.
Dozens of cops keeping an eye on the crowd to make sure no tempers flare. So far, only a few heated verbal exchanges, but no violence. Many hoping Trump will be passing by on his way to his Beverly Hills fundraiser so he can see their frustration firsthand.
Everything's for him. He wants to do it with his people, not our people, not everybody else's people, him. Himself. That's what he fires everybody. If you don't see it my way, get out of here.
And organizers of this protest are encouraging those who turned out here to continue making their voices heard in downtown LA, where the president is spending the night. Live in Beverly Hills, Leanne Suter, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Leanne, thank you. After a jam-packed day, the president will spend the night in downtown Los Angeles. Security extremely tight around the Intercontinental Hotel, creating numerous road closures. The LAPD is warning streets will be congested in and around 5th Street to Olympic Boulevard and Union to Grand Avenue. We will have much more on this part of the story coming up at 7:30.
Another major shakeup at the White House. President Trump has fired Rex Tillerson as Secretary of State. ABC's Jonathan Carl has the story.
President Trump is in California today, reviewing prototypes of the border wall he hopes to build. A trip overshadowed by what he did early this morning, firing his Secretary of State on Twitter, no less. Mike Pompeo, director of the CIA, will become our new Secretary of State. The president declared, "Thank you to Rex Tillerson for his service." As he left the White House, the president explained he just didn't see eye to eye with his Secretary of State.
Rex and I have been talking about this for a long time. We got along actually quite well, but we disagreed on things.
As for his new choice for top diplomat,
Tremendous energy, tremendous intellect. We're always on the same wavelength.
Tillerson's day began flying back from Africa, landing in Washington at 4 a.m. At 8:44, seeing the tweet that the president had fired him, and minutes after that, his spokesman putting out a statement saying Tillerson had wanted to stay on the job, adding, "The secretary did not speak to the president and is unaware of the reason for the firing, but he is grateful for the opportunity to serve." Shortly after that, Tillerson's spokesman was fired too, and the dejected Tillerson said the call did eventually come from the president hours after he was fired.
I received a call today from the President of the United States at a little after noontime from Air Force One.
The timing of the firing was a shock, but it's no secret the president had clashed with his Secretary of State for months on the Iran nuclear deal, on the Paris Climate Agreement, and most dramatically, on North Korea. Tillerson was blindsided by the president's hasty decision to agree to meet with Kim Jong-un, telling reporters hours earlier,
We're a long ways from negotiations.
and in October, Trump publicly mocked Tillerson for suggesting talks with North Korea, saying Tillerson was, quote, wasting his time trying to negotiate with Little Rocket Man. And last summer, Tillerson reportedly called the president a moron and then refused to deny making the comment.
I'm not going to deal with petty stuff like that.
That prompted Trump to call Tillerson weak.
Sometimes I'd like him to be a little bit tougher, but other than that, we have a very good relationship.
And the president even suggested, quote, I guess we'll have to compare IQ tests, and I can tell you who is going to win. Adding to all the drama, the president today hinted there may be more firings to come.
I'm really at a point where we're getting very close to having the cabinet and other things that I want.
Jonathan Carl reporting, and use a free ABC 7 Los Angeles app to get the latest information on President Trump's Southern California visit. You can download it from the App Store or Google Play.
Well, the other big story, the rain. It's been a wet day in the...
All right, we back. All right, I just want to give you a little insight about what's going on with this whole yeah, he's here. He's he made it to my hometown. Finally. Not that, he needed to. I mean, I got everything covered down here. It's all good. I got everything squared away for him. That's why he's making a good transition here to Golden State, Southern California right now. I don't think he's going up north, but he said, I got that locked down too. I mean, I pretty much did what I had to do. But we got more years coming. We got more time coming. So I want people to understand the I want people to understand the propaganda, the misleading information, the fact that people don't know shit. They really don't know shit. They try to know. They want to know. Sometimes they have to know. But that's not realistic. Realistic is, I've been trying to tell you from the beginning, but you don't believe fat meat's greasy. The only person that really believed that fat meat's greasy is, the only one that really believed it, I feel, in my whole life. Even my closest people. My mom, she understood. I believe my mom understood, cause she's the one who pretty much, gave that knowledge to me. But it's like when I met up with Donald Trump in '97, and I spoke to him. He didn't speak to me. He gave me the reaction that he heard what I had to say. And by me telling him that, what I had told him, that got him to the point of, being on his way 20 years later as president. So They got these they try to put the fake news and people news or whatever news they try to put out stuff like this guy he predicted all these presidents and this and that. Okay, you predicted them, but where would you at when how come I don't know you? But that's another story. I just I throw that in because I just thought about it. But it's like when I watch the news. People saying this, people saying that. But you have to understand when you have fear, you don't know where that fear is coming from. You just have it. That's. I mean, we all have it. I have it too. I mean, sometimes a lot of times. But see, you have to understand. There's also a word called fight. And fighting, if you're not a fighter, then you're gonna have these issues. But fighting don't mean yelling. Fighting don't mean hitting, punching, whatever. Fighting sometimes, a lot of times, it's your thought process. It's your decision. It's your choice. That's what we all have. We all have choices. So don't be angry because your choice ain't the right choice. Just deal with the right choices. That's all you gotta do. Is just deal with the right choices that's being made. Your choice, your choice could just be quiet and wait and listen. And learn. That could be your choice. Make that your choice. Cause you have people out there who made things happen. And we know where it comes from, but a lot of times we don't say nothing. We don't say nothing because of who might know or who might believe, who might think it's a lie, who might try to take that and use it against the person who put it out there. I'm pretty sure I got people out there who've been studying me for years. 'Cause they knew this day was gonna come, which is all good, but you have to understand the life I lived. The life I lived, I pretty much could say this kind of stuff. I mean, come on, think about it. The majority of people can't say what I'm saying. They can't even come close to it. Because first thing people gonna say is, "What about you? What you do? Look what you did. Look at the, what did I do? Come on. What protected you? That's all I did was protect you. Probably, 9 times out of 10, I protected you. So I can. So you think I'm not gonna? You think I'm not gonna protect you or not keep protecting you? I don't have no enemies. You know. I don't have no enemies. But that's another story. But the point I'm trying to make is when I had did my thing with President Donald Trump, back then he was just Donald Trump, and he was just the Don Juan type guy, he was white dude, very very New York, what I'm saying, come on, I mean, so I felt that, and that's what I always looked up to. I looked up to the Big Apple for reasons I don't know, I was always had a fan what's the word, always had like I was just I don't know, man. I don't know if it was my ex-wife. It might have been my ex-wife. No, it wasn't her. Because I was. That's why I got with her because she was probably from New York. But before that, when I was growing up as a kid, so that New York look, I've always made me feel like I had a right. It always uplifted me. It always made me want to. It always made me want to rise to the occasion and go for it all, which is going for whatever your spirit leads you. But see, that's going against the grain, though. See, a lot of times. But going against the grain, you got a future. And that's where we at right now. That's what I was going through then. You feel me? So now we're here at this time. People are confused. People are, people could be instructed by stuff. This whole fake news stuff. Is what President Donald Trump had pointed out after he knew the fake news had to come after what I put out on Facebook for the first time, everybody after that was just fake news. So he was right there. He saw that. He, listen. President Donald Trump been following me since we met. Okay. Okay, you think about it. Let me give you out the real scenario, okay? Because I always act like I'm just rambling on, I ain't saying nothing. Okay, put yourself in my shoes, okay? Then I smoke. Just put yourself in my shoes. Let's go back. No, let's do it right now. Say I'll just give you an analogy right now in this present day, okay? So you can relate, okay? Say you're going to, you're going to, you're going to a boxing event. You're one of the fighters, right? I'm gonna make you a fighter. Cause everybody like to be fascinated by being a fighter or being an athlete or being, I feel like boxing is probably probably the most dangerous because because that can long term mess you up. You know what I'm saying? If you get hit that many times in the head, face, and stuff. So say you're a fighter, right? And you're going to the boxing event, okay? Now you go and you see the person who everyone admires. Okay? So you speak to this person that everyone admires in a way that you know how to express yourself. Okay? You just go for it. You don't be quiet. You actually open your mouth up once in your life and you speak out. Usually you don't speak out. Usually you're submissive. You're. But now but say you're like me at that time. What I did my thing with him. Say you speak out. You say, Donald Trump, thank you for the fight. Because you had already fought, right? You were the first fight. And then you meet him after your fight. So you yelled out, Mr. Donald Trump, thanks for the fight. I want to come over and shake your hand, but your punk ass security won't let me shake your hand. And I might as well say thank you, and then your security ain't shit. But thanks anyway. Peace out. And I walk and you turn around and you walk and leave to go get ready for the Roy Jones for the main event fight, which is the Roy Jones versus Montel Griffin fight. Okay. Now, just what you just said. And then after you said it, Donald Trump, he just puts his arms out like this, like he always does. He goes like he did, once before on TV. I saw him a couple times. And he just walks off. He kind of like walks. He cast. I think he about to turn all the way around. Like, to me, I'm picturing him turning all the way around. So when he turned around, I turned around. It was like I turned around before him. I wasn't gonna turn around. That's rude. That's called disrespect. If I would have just, because I remember I turned around, and that's what I used to tell people. You know what? That's what I used to. I told a couple people this story. In Orange County when I came back, or even throughout those 20 years since then. And I've been telling the wrong story because I just thought about it. I was telling people that I just walked off after I had said and more mainly I would tell girls this, girls are the ones who are out the mouth the most. Wow, that's what a lot of girls this story. But so I was telling this story and I was telling people that when I told him thanks for the fight, your spirit ain't shit, I just walked off because you have to understand. If I'm talking to females, I'm not really talking to dudes. I never really do the type of person to talk to dudes, to the truth. Now that I'm thinking, obviously I always had all these women after me. So he must have been sending these women to me. Throughout all those years, these women was to come to me, getting information out of me, getting information, find out what's going on. See, that's what I'm saying. We live through women. We living through women, men, especially men like me who are more manly, I'm supposed to be getting as many women as I can as a choice because we all have choices. She understands all this stuff is arranged by man. You know what I'm saying? So we're playing God within ourselves. But there's only one Almighty. We call Him the Most High. So, so I'm giving out this information because this is the first time I'm actually admitting, and I'm not even admitting. This is way I never really thought about it. Because if I knew and I did this, then that'd be called being wrong. But because I'm just thinking about it, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, he did turn around. Cause you have to understand, I was raised in church. I was raised, to respect my elders, and I respected him. Well, even when I sit there, cause I would let them know these people over here ain't shit. I know people who ain't shit. I was raised in that manner, so I know when people are fake and phony, and these people ain't the people he needs to be dealing with. I don't even care if it's his son. I was talking to him or somebody who was relative because it wasn't just him. It was other people that was. I felt this. I felt they were all in it. I felt like they all wanted. They all didn't want me to meet him personally. Not no security shit. Come on. It might have been because my Mexican homie is straight gangstered out. He can't even speak no English. You know. But he was following me. I'm the man. I just won my fight. Be the undefeated fighter in Vegas. But I didn't realize that I was supposed to lose that fight. I was supposed to lose that fight. That fight was supposed to be. I was supposed to take a dive or whatever. I wasn't about that. That wasn't even my whole. I was the opposite of that, if anything. But I never really trained for a fight because I felt like that would be fair. And every time I did train for a fight, the fight was always canceled. But people knew how to deal with me and deal with my emotions and stuff and make me feel a certain way. And it might go all the way back to the person who had me. You never know who's orchestrating this stuff, or who's letting this stuff happen. Or who's But so I said all that to say what? I said all that to say, okay, if I told him what I told him, I told him in the first place, he been like this, and that's a sign when somebody go like this and let you know he heard what you said and then walk off. That's pretty much everything. Cause he walked off, and when he walked off, I walked off. Cause I'm trying to be cool. I'm the man. I won my fight. I want to go out like a G. So I figure there's some gangster stuff that we're doing because he's walking off. He's not walking off to my direction. He's walking off to let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with you later. Cause I had a daddy the same way. My daddy, with my ass, he would do this. He would do that like at church. At church, he would like. I was always acting the fool because people always gave me attention. People always, like I said, my mom was walking like she was like, what I'm saying, like Mary and Jesus, like Mary and Joseph. What I'm saying, about to give birth to Jesus, miles away from where she was made. It was made in Compton, but she was sitting there taking the donkey all the way to the OC, Santa Ana. What I'm saying, and Stark Beauty College stuff, and she went to that was the Bethlehem, what I'm saying? So that's another story. The point I'm trying to make is, okay, he was, he said, when I be in church, I'm acting a fool and stuff because I'm getting all this attention from everywhere, from all that side, people messing with my emotions and stuff. For whatever reason, well, I know the reason now, but, I have an idea, it's a good idea. But back then, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all, and I'm living, so, but I had a lot of discipline at the same time, so my dad, all he had to do, he just look at me. And then if you walk off, it's only cracking because he used to walk off. I remember he used to be in the choir stand because he used to be in the choir, He's going to, he's following the steps to the, it's an institution, churches, jail, prison, schools, college, all that's institutions, So you have to go through these steps and steps to make it up here. So right now he wasn't even a deacon yet. He was just in the choir, or then too he might have been a choir and deacon. Believe me, yeah, he's always a deacon. So he was on. That's what they start you off, especially if you're a man with family. You talk for deacon. So And he grew up in church, so he knew about the deal. So he might have started that for Usher. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is he was in the choir, and when he turned his back, and usually when he go see me outside, because I have to go up to the front, and he go to the back side door, so he be turning his back. And every time I see his back, that means my ass is grass. You know what I'm saying? So when Donald Trump walked, he kind of spit around like my dad would do. My dad from Ohio, New York. That's all the same shit. So when he walked off, I walked off because I was going through that back door. But I was gangster out. I won my fight, so I didn't have to go through that. So now I go there feeling all good, knowing what Jordan's gonna win. We gonna party, have a good old time. Boy, I'm sitting there going, look at the fight. They have my ass. People can put you places. You know. Well, now they ain't gotta put you places. Now the people really be lied to. Like now they just gave in. They lost their soul. They just do whatever they're told now. So they don't have no spirit or soul. Their spirit and soul is somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So everybody don't have a choice no more. Choice are out the window. You know, you don't have a you have a choice to do this or die. You know, that's how people have gotten to. That's kind of life they live now. So because they no, but that's another story. The point I'm trying to make is, you know, the point I'm trying to make is so when I did that and they lost, you know, I was over and stuff, you know, and see, that's getting too far into it. The point I'm trying to make is that when I said that to him, he took that and you know, and he followed my life since then. It's been going. You, why do you think this computer stuff is made? This stuff is made to get closer to me. All right, not me like me personally, just me and you know this. And it could be you. It could be anybody. But I'm trying to show you that these technologies we have, this is all propaganda. Let's go again.